Organizing a play can be a daunting task, but with careful planning, it can be a rewarding experience. Breaking the task into smaller, more manageable steps can help make the process easier. This chapter will discuss the steps involved in organizing a play, from coming up with an idea to finding helpers and rehearsing. After much thought and consideration, I decided to create a new theater group. I wanted to create something that would bring people together, while also giving them an opportunity to express themselves creatively. I wanted to create a safe and inspiring space for people to explore their passions and develop their skills in the performing arts. With this new idea, I was determined to make it a success. The audience was abuzz with anticipation as the show was about to start. Everyone was eager to see what the performers had in store for them. The stage was set, the lights were dimmed, and the music began to play. With a few minutes to go until showtime, the atmosphere was electric with excitement. The crowd was buzzing with anticipation as the lights dimmed and the curtains opened. Showtime had arrived. The performers, dressed in colorful costumes, took to the stage and began to dance. The audience was mesmerized by the graceful movements and the vibrant music. The energy in the room was palpable, and the atmosphere was electric. As the performers moved through their routine, the audience cheered and clapped in appreciation. The show had begun, and everyone was captivated by the performance. The show was reaching its climax as the performers prepared for the grand finale. The audience was on the edge of their seats, eager to witness the spectacular performance that was promised. As the lights dimmed, the performers took their places and the music began. The audience was wowed by the dazzling display, acrobatics, dance, and music that was presented. The finale was a grand spectacle that was met with thunderous applause from the audience. It was a fitting end to the show and a memorable experience for everyone in attendance. As the curtains close and the audience slowly starts to disperse, the performers take a bow and thank the audience for their support. After the long night of rehearsals and preparations, the performers are relieved, but still buzzing with the energy of the show. As they leave the stage, they can't help but feel proud of their accomplishments. The night was a success, and the audience enjoyed every moment of it. The end of the show was met with thunderous applause, and the audience was eager to celebrate the success of the performance. Everyone gathered around to congratulate the performers, with hugs and high fives all around to congratulate the performers, with hugs and high fives all around to congratulate the performers. Refreshments were served, and the atmosphere was filled with joy and laughter. The performers were elated with the positive response they received, and the audience was happy to have been part of such a memorable event. It was a night of celebration that will be remembered for a long time. After coming up with the idea, the next step was to make plans. We had to decide on a date, a venue, and what we would need to make the event successful. We discussed the budget and how much we could afford to spend. We also had to think of ways to advertise and get people to come. We split up tasks between the group so that everyone had a responsibility, and we worked together to come up with a plan of action. Finding helpers was a challenge. I knew I needed people I could trust with the project, and who could help me make it successful. To find the right people, I reached out to family and friends, and asked if they knew anyone willing to help us. I also posted on social media and in local community forums, asking for volunteers. After a few weeks of searching, I had a great team of volunteers who were passionate about the project and willing to help. With their help, I was able to move forward with the planning and execution of the project. Rehearsals are key to ensuring that the performance runs smoothly. To begin, the cast and crew should meet and discuss the goals of the performance. This can include topics such as blocking, timing, and dialogue. After the meeting, the cast and crew should begin to practice their individual roles. During rehearsals, it is important to make sure that everyone is on the same page, and that any changes to the script are communicated clearly. By the end of rehearsals, the cast and crew should have a strong understanding of their roles, and the performance should be ready to be presented. After the idea for the play was established and the plans were made, the next step was to get the necessary supplies. This included props, costumes, and materials for the stage. Everyone was assigned tasks to collect the supplies, and soon enough, the necessary items were collected. With the supplies in hand, the team was ready to start building the stage. After gathering the necessary supplies, the next step was to build the stage. We used wood and nails to construct the frame, and then covered it with a canvas to make it look more professional. We added a few decorations to make it look more inviting, and then tested it to make sure it was stable. Finally, we were ready to start rehearsing the show. After gathering the necessary supplies, the next step was to build the stage. This was a laborious process, requiring a lot of time and effort. However, once the stage was complete, the real work began, rehearsing the show. We spent hours rehearsing the lines, blocking the movements, and perfecting the timing of the performance. We ran through the entire show multiple times, making adjustments as we went. It was a long and difficult process, but it was worth it in the end. We were able to create a show that was polished and professional. After the stage was built and the show had been rehearsed, it was time to begin inviting guests. The invitations were sent out to family, friends, and anyone else who may be interested in attending the show. Social media was used to spread the word and to ensure that everyone who wanted to attend could be made aware of the event. Flyers were also posted around the local area, and word of mouth was an effective way to advertise the show. Everyone was encouraged to bring along friends and family, so that the show could be enjoyed by a larger audience. The last step in our show preparation is to make the final touches. This includes adding any decorations, setting up the lighting, and making sure the sound system is working properly. We also need to practice the show one last time to make sure all the performers are comfortable with their roles. Finally, we need to make sure the seating arrangements are in place and the tickets are ready to be distributed. With all of these pieces in place, we are ready to put on a show.
If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update from us. We'll be bringing you more exciting stories and videos like this one. See you next time.